All right, we in the building, man. Let's see what's really going on. We on deck, about to catch wreck. What up? What up? All right, we gonna make it happen. Hollywood Hawk is in the building. What up, Hawk? Good to see you in the building, man. Let me set you up with your tool here, homie. Yeah, man. That Steph Curry topic, man, it look like a hot button topic, man. It's cool though. I ain't really know how the homie was gonna receive it since it's so far out of the norm. But when I saw this story, I knew I was gonna touch on it. I prefer to touch on these stories, man, when everybody else is not touching on them, because these stories last for a while. So like when they first come out, you can't really compete for real when they first come out like that, because all the major news channels and all the major sports networks and all the major online mediums have that, and they're gonna jump on that story out top. So when on the day that Sports Illustrated has it and the day that NBA.com has it, it's best to just try to avoid that rush, man, because all the rankings gonna go straight to them. So if you hold off, that's what I did with the Scottie Pippen thing, man. The Scottie Pippen thing, this last Nicki Minaj thing as well, man. I let them die down for a few days. I'm gonna have to take that part off though, cause that's game that I shouldn't even be giving up. Fred B, what up, homie? Let's get the homies a few minutes to slide up in here, man, so we can make it happen. Do it like it should be done, man. Let's get the people a few minutes to get up in here, man. Will B from the D is in the building. What up, homie? DeRay Vicious is on deck. What up, homie? Good to see you in the building, bro. Jay Left is back in the building with us. What up, homie? Max7114. What up, bro? Good to see you in, man. Udin Allah. What up, homie? El Zoo Knowledge is in the building. What up, brother? Trying to make a few things happen here, man. Chris really is in the building. What up, Reds? Homie Reds is in the building. Let's give the people a few more minutes to get in here, man, before we go ahead and get this thing crunk up. So, man, there's this dude, man, that DJ Kings. What up, homie? The homie Kings is in the building, man. That's this dude in the manosphere, man. And I ain't gonna call the dude name, even though, man, he dragged me pretty good, man. But he been making content about me, man, for the past. He been mentioning me in his content, man, for the past month, and I ain't even know it. You know what I'm saying? His following, I mean, he don't nobody really be checking for it. But Somebody put me on it, man, and I went and listened to it, man. And for the past month, the dude been straight dragging my name through the mud, man. I'm gonna tell you the crazy thing. The month before that, he made a video about the channels he supports and listens to, and I was one of those channels. You know what I'm saying? Now all of a sudden, man, he on some straight haterade, man. But I don't even respond to haters, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't respond to haters. You know, as you see, I got a bunch of different feedback, man, from a video I did recently. I ain't respond to none of it. You know, the one time you did see me respond, man, there was some benefit to it for me. So I just but I'm gonna tell you the crazy thing, man, and it's real right here. Some of the homies that be over here in the chat be over there seconding that stuff, man. When that dude be, you know what I'm saying, when he be dragging the alpha name through the mud, man, they be over there seconding it, man, coming in the comments and all that, man. Then they be backing down, man. So I had another cat, man, who was seconding one of these dudes who did a response to my Sigma video, man. He was over there, man, talking all crazy about the homie Mr. BoA, man. So I caught him in a stream. Uh, One of the homies that I listen to from time to time, man, he was in a stream with the homie. So I went over there, man. Once I started chiming in, like I listened for a while, man. He was all engaged, man. He was really all engaged, talking and going on, man. And by soon as I chimed in, man, let the homie know I was in there. Shout out to the homie who was hosting the stream. All of a sudden, man, that dude quieted down. Didn't hear him say, man, about 2, 3 more words, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even addressing, but I was saying, man, I'm in here. Let's see if some of the energy gonna come, man. Man, it's crazy out here with these dudes, man. Hollywood Hawkins, what up, homie? I appreciate the super chat, bro. So, man, my bad. King George the Third, KG3 is in the building. So I say, man, I keep my core homies, man, that come through all the time, man. The rest of these dudes, man, they be all over the place, man. They be here, there. And so I listen to some of the dude content, man. Literally, man, this dude been calling he been saying everybody in the manosphere BI. Calling names. I'm talking about telling this dude right here, he a BI. This dude right here, he a BI. All these dudes are gay. All these dudes are batty boys. All these dudes. I said, man, this dude here crazy, man. Like a dude going through some things, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I really think that brother need to get him some help, man. You know what I'm saying? Like he really need to get him some help, man. Cause what he's doing now, man, is it's like a scorned woman, man. What a scorned woman does when she just been through too much with these dudes in her mind. She just go off, man, and just be talking about dudes ain't this and boy they ain't this and niggas ain't this and blah 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 and men ain't this and men them. I'm talking about he be on that, bro, and I be like, damn, homie. That's why I ain't responded, man. I like, man, dude, listen, man. I don't want to get into anything with somebody who's mentally disturbed, man. You know what I'm saying? I think that things should be done to help those who are mentally disturbed. And this brother is obviously mentally disturbed, man. T. Williams, what up, homie? Melvin Slaughter's in the building. What up, bro? So I just said, man, I ain't going to even, when you get to the point where you're on a platform and you alienate yourself from everybody by saying everybody is a BI, come on, man, that's crazy to me, man. So I just said I'm gonna leave it alone, man, and I'm gonna pray for the brother, man. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pray for him, man. That brother need prayer, man. Brother need prayer, man. Every time man, shots fired and going through all that, blah blah blah, man. Just going off, man, with 12 people watching. So I don't know, man. That brother going through a thing, man. So I send up prayers to that dude, man. You know what I'm saying? I would, call his name so everybody could pray for him, man. Because I'm serious, man. This ain't even a joke, man. I think that dude has something going on mentally, man. Like, there's so much anger and angst, man. Like, when a man is angry like that, man, like, he's angry at life. He's angry at the world, man. So I'm like, man, that shit is crazy. And the homies will be over there, hanging out over there, man. I'm waiting for you to come in here today, man, so I can excommunicate you. And one of the homies I seen over there seconding that stuff, you finna get excommunicated today if you show up in here. If you're listening now, but you ain't coming, you know who you are. As soon as you speak, you get out. I ain't gonna hot wood. I know you got the wrench, but I got to do this one myself, bro. As soon as they come in here, man, as soon as they speak, they out of here. Jay Left, I appreciate that, homie. Appreciate the super chat. Jay Left said haters gonna hate, homie. That's it, man. That's what they gonna do, bro. Like they gonna straight up hate, man. And the thing is, man, the dude came in with some other with a couple of other content providers, man, and they channels are blown up. I ain't nobody's come in and blown up like AMS did, but you know what I'm saying. And not many people even on the level of Ram in this joint. So, as far as subscribers and support and views and all of that goes, man. So he, and the dude just, we're talking about, man, outranking him, man, by a few thousand subscribers, man. And I think he's just got a real issue, man, with not. You know how, man, when you start something and you feel like you're working as hard as somebody else, man, and then they just shoot past you? It's that type of thing, man. You know what I'm saying? It's that type of thing, man. And I just feel like, man, the dude, something going on with him. Like you said, Red, something going on with him spiritually, man. And that's what I want to talk about today, man. I want to talk about understanding the game. You understand? When I say understanding the game, I'm talking about understanding the game of life, man. I want to talk about understanding the game of life. Because these cats talk a lot about game and the game of dating and all that, man. And the game of, man, dating is not a game. You know what I'm saying? It's not a game, man. Dating is an arrangement between men and women where men do the stepping and fetching and women sit back and be catered to. That's what dating is. Dating is not a game. A game is something that you enter and you have a fair chance of winning. That's a game. It's like if you never played the game of basketball in your life and you're going to go on the court with LeBron, guess what's going to happen? If you're going to go on the court with Steph, guess what's going to happen? If you're going to go on the court with Clay, KD, Russ, Harden, CP, if you're going to go on the court with any NBA professional player, you don't even know the rules of the game of basketball, and y'all playing NBA rules. You can't travel, you can't double dribble, you can't do none of that. Come on, bro. That was the kind of odds that the dating game gives you, man. You know what I'm saying? If you do it long enough, you might make a shot. And that's all you're doing. It's like playing basketball, man, for 5 hours and you only get one shot. That's the equivalent of what the dating game is. Let me tell you something, man. Welcome back to another episode of the High Alpha 2 Show. I'm your host with the most, Dr. BoA, a.k.a. Book of Alpha-Ronomy, here for the service of the men of the Alpha Sphere. SJ3 is in the building. What's good, brother? John Doe is on deck. The Iron Mike is in the building. Gentlemen, today we're going to discuss the understanding the game of life. Not understanding the game of dating, the game of women, the game of women. Understanding the game of life. There are certain rules to the game of life that we must adhere to if we want to succeed at the game of life. And what we have to understand as well is that at the end of this game of life, you are going to be judged by the Most High. So there are men who are making millions of dollars lying and deceiving people. There are men who are making billions of dollars taking advantage of very poor, disenfranchised people. At the end of it all, you will be judged. And that's why the moral compass must be the thing that guides you. Because when it's all said and done and it's time for you to meet your maker, you will be judged. And that is the bottom line. So let's get into this thing, man. This is one thing you must understand in this world. We almost understand this. This is why the goal is for you to be the most alpha you can. And by alpha, I mean independent from the worldly way of thinking. I mean independent from the matrix. You must focus on escaping the matrix in your life, because the bottom line is this. You will be used. Each and every one of us has been used, is probably being used now, and will continue to be used. You will be used in this life. No one can avoid it. You can't avoid it. Women can't avoid it. Children can't avoid it. Animals can't. You will be used in this life. And that is the bottom line. And you have to understand and accept that. What you have to determine is if you're going to be used without receiving any fair exchange, or if you're going to be used while at the same time you're using somebody for greater or equal value. So I say to you, I've long since eliminated things from my life that don't give me a chance to give equal compensation for being used. That's why I don't date. Men say, well, if you don't, I had somebody come in today, man, and say, only beta males don't cold approach. I didn't respond to it. You know what I did to him. I excommunicated him from the alpha sphere. No time for that beta energy. You see, this is the thing. You are a beta male if you willingly do things where there is no fair exchange. because the essence of the weak man is to give of himself, whether he receives anything in return or not. That is the essence of the weak man, to give of himself as much as he can, as much as is required, without even seeking to be compensated equally. Hell, he'll do it without receiving half compensation for his energy and effort. So when I think about the cold approach, why am I putting myself out there when the result for you, cold approacher, is the same result for me when a woman is, the best result you can hope for, the best result you can hope for, that you have to work for when you cold approach, is the result that I'm going to get automatically if I let her choose. So why am I going to look at you and say, because you're working for something that I don't have to work for, that is giving to me willingly, that I damn near have to fight off, that we're the same. And let me tell you something else I heard a beta male simp mangina say, man. He said, man, if you look at other men and you say they're beta and you held yourself above other men, then you're a beta. You're not alpha, you're a beta. Come on, man. We're not all equal. We're not all equal physically. We're not all equal mentally. We're not all equal emotionally. We're not all equal financially. We're not all equal spiritually. We are not all equal men. If that is the case, why in the hell aren't all of us living the same lives? You mean to tell me a crackhead is equal to the man who is selling him the crack? You mean to tell me that a trick is equal to the man who is sending the girls out to pleasure him? Let's talk about the reality of what we're talking about. We are not all equal. Ain't no way in hell we all equal, man. And any man who says that is a sucker. He is a sucker, man. John Doe, I appreciate the super chat, brother. John Doe says, appreciate the game, big homie. I have grown a lot and have a greater understanding of life and women. Much respect. No doubt, brother. Salute to you. I appreciate the super chat. John Doe with the super chat, man. So, Doyen is in the building. What's good, brother? Punchline Jones is on deck. What up, Punch? So the bottom line is, we as men have to understand that whenever you deal with women, you're going to be used to some extent, even if you're just used for validation. Even if you're such an attractive man that she will give you whatever you want, because your validation, having the validation of having you in her life, walking around with her on your arm in public, means so much to her. You never know what type of validation a woman needs. You never know what type of psychological benefits she gets from being with you. And she may not ever tell you, and you damn sure shouldn't be asking. But you can see the smile on her face. You can see how her eyes light up. You can see how she hangs on every word. I don't deal with women who don't hang on every word I say. Because if she ain't hanging on every word, she ain't listening. That's the only way a woman can listen, is if she hangs on every word. She can't be talking at the same time you're talking and be listening. They don't function that way. She's either thinking about what you're saying or thinking about what she's going to say. So these are things that I don't do. From the very moment I'm talking to a woman, that's why I say, man, if you go and approach a woman, you got to be one raw cat. You got to be the perfect physical specimen to that woman. Like, you have to be the man of her dreams physically in order for a woman to hang on your word. If you cold approach her, you have to be. It's not worth the energy and effort, because all you're going to get for all that energy and effort is the same thing I'm going to get when she chooses and throws herself at me and submits herself to me. Yes, there are things that we must work for as men, but sex is not one of them. If you got to work for sex, man, you ain't half the man you think you are. And that's to be honest with you. If you got to work for sex, man, think about this. If you got to work for sex, you're not half the man you think you are. And that's the reality of it. You're not smart. Any of these things. You're doing something wrong, homie. Jesus Perez is in the building. What up, homie? Raiders 48 Gates. What's good, bro? Good to see you in the building, man. Now, so as I stated, man, you will be used. You will be used. And these guys, man, who are out here, dragging people's name through the mud that they don't even know. I'm telling my man, say everybody in the manosphere is a BI. Everybody's a batty boy. All of us, man. So we just hang up. Homie say we go on trips out. We go on trips out of the country together, man, so we can have batty boy things. That's what he said, man. Let me tell you something. He's a nice guy. He's a nice guy. These guys still believe in the Nawalt. They still believe that they're going to meet some woman and they're going to grow and they're going to get married and they're going to wife them up and then they're going to have these children and the big white house and the picket fence and the dog and then they're going to grow old together and then they're going to be like taking old people trips. They're going to retire to a retirement community in Florida and they're going to just live out their lives going out feeding the geese every damn day. Man, if you still believe that, homie, you're a fool. Icebreaker is in the building. South 214 Side is in the building. You losing your mind if you believe that that's what's going to take place, man. Men don't live that life anymore. And if you're a man, especially a young man, look around you, man. Where do you see that happening at? When you're a nice guy, you're just convenient to women, man. You're convenience, man. That's it. And women love convenience. That's why they shop online so much. Online shopping is so much easier than having to go out to the store. You just order it, wait for the package to come. You try it on right in your house in a big mirror that you got to worship yourself in. That's what they do, man. They love convenience. They want to go somewhere where they can get their hair done and get their toes done at the same time. They don't want to go to two places. They love convenience. They love it. If you're going to go out somewhere with them, they want to go somewhere that's close to them because they love convenience. So the energy you're getting, yes, you're going to get positive energy if you're convenient to her. Of course. And any man who is willing to be convenient is willing to part with his resources. There are men who are out here going broke to impress a woman who they have no chance in hell of ever being anything more to than a convenient do-boy. Khalid Hassan is in the building. What's good, man? So when you hear these guys ranting and cutting up on everybody and speaking on other men's business, let me tell you something, man. If you speak on another man's business, and you're angry about it, man, you're like a woman, especially if that business involves a woman. If you speak on anyone's business that involves a woman, listen, if you're being listen, it don't even matter what you're doing. Even if you're being a beta male simp mangina and whining and dining and wifing some chick who views you as a convenience, who has no interest in you outside of what you can provide. Who am I to speak on that? Call you by name and speak on that. Only a mad, scorned chick would do that. They say, hell have no fury like a woman scorned. But let me tell you something that I found out here recently. Hell nor a woman scorned have no fury like a man scorned. You want to see a spectacle? Listen to a scorned man talk about something. Listen to a scorned man accuse someone else of being a batty boy while he's scorned and behaving and ranting and cursing and being obnoxious like a woman. You want to hear something amazing? Boy, there is nothing more amazing than that. And I have enjoyed that recently. I mean, I enjoyed it so much that I had to let the man know that I enjoyed it. It was hilarious, man. It was hilarious, man. It had sound effects and music and all that to go along with it, man. It was, man, listen, bro, I enjoyed that, man. I'm going to be honest with you, bro. I ain't never enjoyed nothing so much in my life. I'm telling you. I enjoyed that. And it just goes to show, man, that the nice guy is trapped in a matrix, man, in his mind, where he believes that one day he's going to prove us all wrong and he's going to show up around us with his Nawalt. You know what I'm saying? He's going to show up around us with his Nawalt and he's going to say, I told you guys All you had to do was wait. All you had to do was treat her with love and affection and tender, loving kindness and let her cry on your shoulder and tell you about the problems she's had with her exes and do all of that. All you had to do was be her best friend for 5 years, and eventually the Nawad properties would come out. You see, you guys were not patient enough. You guys should have just waited, and she would have finally blossomed into this Nawad. And look at me with my Nawad. That's what he's thinking is going to happen. While he goes through God knows what. Every emotional roller coaster that a man can go on is taking flips, is doing dips, is going backward, is going forward, is getting stuck upside down, it's getting stuck halfway up the hill, it is coming down fast, it is coming down slow, it is going up the hill hard, it's got a puddle at the bottom that's going to splash all over you. He is going through one hell of an emotional roller coaster ride simply because he does not want to accept the fact that he knows absolutely nothing about women. He knows nothing about women. The hardest thing for a man to accept in his life, is that he knows absolutely nothing about women. That's why men take what they think they know and stick to it. Because every man wants to be right about what he thinks he knows. But life is a learning experience, man. Life is a learning experience. Ken Wood is in the building. I appreciate the super chat. Brother Ken Wood says, nothing like listening to real game. What up, Book? What up, Ken Wood? The homie Ken Wood is on deck right now as we speak. So I say this, man. This is the main thing that these guys don't understand. A nice guy is never going to be able to keep the woman he thinks is going to be his Nawad. And I tell you why. Nice guys don't bring the savage pack. But that's not necessarily true. Women don't think they bring the savage pack. And so she's not going to even give you the type of submissive energy that leads you into the savage pack. See, you can't just, let me tell you something. If a woman is not already revering you from the conversation, from the interaction, you are not going to go savage pack. It is an energy that is built up to that level. It's an energy that's built up to the level that she's submitting herself as sexual property to you at that particular time. And that energy must be built before then. You don't go on a date and have a woman bossing you around and telling you what the hell to do and making you do this and you catering to her. And you, oh yes, my baby, my dear, my love. I'll be there for you every day, baby. I love you, and you're the most wonderful thing in the world, baby. No, you don't take that energy, man, and then get a woman submit to you for the savage pack. And you can't reverse that. You can't force the savage pack. The savage pack has to be taken care of, man, because the woman is already submitting herself to you. If a woman thinks she's in charge, you cannot go savage pack on her. It's gonna be awkward, it's gonna be odd, and it's gonna be non-arousing. I can guarantee you that. Precision Netica is in the building. What up, bro? Good to see you in the building. The homie from upstate New York is in the building. Yasha Ben Israel is in the building. What up, brother? Good to see you in the building. Norman Spencer, Canada's finest, man. I know it's cold as hell up there, but good to see you in the building with us, brother. So these are the type of things that men must understand. If you're just joining me, I'm your host with the most, Mr. BoA, a.k.a. Dr. BoA, a.k.a. Book of Alpha-Ronomy. And the title of today's show is Understanding the Game of Life. So when you understand that you're in a situation where you're looking for something that doesn't exist, you're living in a fantasy world. And any man who's living in a fantasy world is very feminine in nature. Very feminine in nature. And a man like that, I don't even respond to. I don't even get in the satisfaction of responding to him. It's like a woman who's all in her feelings. No matter what she says, I don't give her the satisfaction of responding to her. If she shoots me a text, I'll ignore it. If she shoots me another text and says, oh, you're not texting me today, I ignore it. If she sends me another text and says, well, fine then, I ignore it. If she sends me another text and says, will you please call me, I ignore it. If she sends me another text and says, well, what did I do wrong, I ignore it. If she sends me another text and says, I'm sorry, baby, I ignore it. If she sends me another text and says, daddy, please call me, I ignore it. because I don't respond to beings. Whether they're male or female, I don't respond to beings when they're talking to me from a perspective of emotion. You know why? Because I don't fucking understand emotion. You understand what I'm saying? I don't understand emotion. So when you go from the emotion of trying to act like you're upset or act like you're angry, and then you act like you're sad, and then you act like you're glad, and then you act like you're loving, and then you act like you're nice, and yeah, you can act all you want to. Matter of fact, go to Cali, go to acting school, go try out for the new Denzel movie. Let's see if we can see you on a big screen, because that's the only place your acting is going to be effective. You see what I'm saying? This is not a game that I'm willing to play with these chicks, man. I ain't willing to pay it. Yo, and speaking of the Savage Pack, homies, speaking of the Savage Pack, get your Savage Pack link. Get your Savage Pack sweat right here, man. Get your Savage Pack sweat right there, man. Savage Pack sweat on deck for you right there, man. Wolf and Beta Clothes was good, man. I think Wolf and Beta Clothes the one who grabbed the Savage Pack sweat already. Get your Savage Pack sweatshirt, man. They raw, man. They go super hard, homies. You have to understand that emotion has no benefit to a man. Being emotional in any way with a woman has no benefit. So when these guys be talking about, man, you can love her and you must give her love and you must give her appreciation and affection and all that. Well, what the hell are you getting in return? See, these dudes feel like just because she is who she is and she shows up, that this is just how it should be. That all she got to do is show up. All she got to do is come through. All she got to do is be who she is. All she got to do is have a pretty face and a slim waist and a pretty toes. That's all she got to do. And no boogers in her nose. That's all she got to do, man. You know what I'm saying? And these dudes perpetuate that. And that's why they get the energy that they get. Let me tell you something that you must do, homie. It doesn't matter who the woman is or what she brings to the table. China White, I appreciate the super chat. Shout out, good to see you in here. Much respect, Dr. BoA. Support this alpha shit family. Super chat. No doubt. So, let's peep game, man. Appreciate the super chat. Shout out. Look. Reciprocate women's behavior accordingly and deservedly. I can't even tell you that I won't ever settle down with one woman, man. I can't tell you I won't. I can tell you that I don't feel required to. I can tell you that I don't feel, that I don't feel there's an expectation for me to. But if that woman comes to the table and she brings all of the things, and I feel like, damn, well, I don't even need no other woman right now. If I feel like I don't need another woman, I'm not just going to go have another one because I stick to some creed that says no matter what, have two. No, I'm going to have two if one don't satisfy me. But if one comes along and satisfies me completely, I don't think it'll happen. But if one does, you're going to see me with one woman, bro. And that's just the way it is. I'm not a glutton. I don't want anything more than I need. If I don't need to have it, then I'm not going to have it. I can do without it if I don't need it. And that's the reality of it. Low Key T Live is in the building. Good to see you in the joint, boy. Been a minute, man. What up with you? So reciprocate women's behavior accordingly and deservedly. Now, the catch-22 to that, the opposite side of the spectrum of that, is that you treat women however you think they're supposed to be treated, no matter how they act. There's dudes out here, man, that got women treating them like scrubs, dogging them out every day, not non-obedient, won't do nothing they say, and they still around here, man, whining and dining and pedestalizing these women, man, like she is on top of her game, doing everything it requires to keep this man entertained and sane. Instead, she's driving him crazy. And he's trying to force her to do better by treating her better. The worse she does, the better he treats her. No matter what she does, he feels like he can treat her better and change her. He believes that if he treats her a certain way, she'll eventually appreciate that. You are a fool, man. If you are treating her great because she's acting terribly, she is not going to change. She is going to expect that. Why is she going to act better when you're treating her like she's acting better already? You're an idiot if you believe that, man. Man, let me tell you something right now. Any man that shuns you at all for saying, I'm not with being in no relationship, he's a fool. Any man who tells you that you're at fault for the things that are going on in society because you don't want to be in a relationship, he's a fool. And I guarantee you, he's going through all types of things in his own relationship. I can guarantee you that. There is no doubt in my mind that he's being treated like a scrub by women. And there's also no doubt in my mind that he's in and out of relationships. He's out of one into another, out of one into another. He's got a string of relationship like a woman has. Because he is a woman. That's what he is. Ranting and going around bashing men and speaking on men's business out in public like a sucker. And proud of it. Proud of it, man. I don't deal with dudes like that, man. I won't give a dude like that, man. Let me tell you something. And the crazy thing is, what's happened now? See, I'm at the point now, man, in this thing now, where if you say something and drag my name through the mud, I'm not going to respond. I'm just going to block you from the alpha sphere. Now, I know that sounds cocky as hell. It is a little bit cocky. But hey, I mean, who says something wrong with being cocky? A little bit anyway. I'm not pompous. Maybe a little cocky. But the worst thing I could do to you is ban you from the alpha sphere. So even when you come listen to this good information, this quality information from a man who is simply opening his mouth and letting the Most High speak through him. I don't know none of this shit I'm talking, man. I'm just opening my mouth, letting the Most High speak through me. I don't know nothing. I'm just a being. I'm just here, man. If it wasn't for the Most High pushing this stuff through me, I wouldn't be saying nothing. I'd just be sitting listening to other people's content. I ain't doing nothing. Don't give me the glory. Give the glory to the Most High. But I will say and look at this platform that the Most High has blessed me to create with the information he's funneling through me, that the worst thing I can do to you is ban you from the alpha sphere. So when you hear something that resonates with you, you can't even comment. You can't even say, man, BoA, man, man, let me tell you about this situation I had, man. Let me tell you about this. And even when you come up off your beta male feminine hygiene, let me see, does that fit? Feminine hygiene product. Yeah, when you come up off your beta male feminine hygiene product needing mindset, you still can't come. You can't come and say, BoA, my bad. You can't come and say, BoA, I was wrong. You can't come and say, BoA, man, that was flawed. You can't come and say nothing at all. I believe that's the worst thing I can give you. And that's what I'm doling out right now. I don't have no energy or no time for nothing else, man. I got homies. I got brethren that come in here, man, so we can chop it up in the alpha sphere. I ain't got time to be worrying about nothing else outside of the alpha sphere, man. DT Crypto, what up, homie? Yeah, no doubt, bro, no doubt. What up with you, man? Good to see you in the building. Ace Supreme is in the building. That's like the chick who tried to change the thug. Yeah, man. That's exactly what it is. Oh, yeah, no doubt, bro. No doubt. No doubt. New merch, man. Jonathan A. is in the building. So, the next thing is this, man. To sum this all up, man. That, what it sounds like is chasing a chick. You know what I'm saying? And I don't listen to much Future, but I do. These words will always stick in my head, man. Chase a check. Never chase a chick. That will always stick in my head. I will never forget that line. Chase a chick. Never chase a chick. And I'm telling you, that is what this is. When you're going through that thing, you are chasing your girl. You are chasing her. And let me tell you something. It's not just chasing her on the cold approach. I'm talking about not chasing her whether she's game or not. Like, if you're chasing her and she ain't showing you no signs of interest, that's one thing. Oh, yeah, that's hella beta. But if she is showing you interest, but she's making you chase, she's playing hard to get, I'm not chasing a woman to playing hard to get. You better play easy to get with me. What I look like, man, playing the hard to get game with it. I play hard to get. I don't get victimized by the hard to get game. I victimize with the hard to get game, man. What I look like as a man, chasing some chick that playing hard to get. Unless you've been hard to get your whole damn life, I'm not going for no hard to get at all. I'm not going for it. At all, man. I can't do it. Can't do it. I wish I would, man. So, you know how it is, man. You know, this is what we deal with, man. This is what we, you know, this is what we deal with out here in the world as men. You know what I'm saying? There's always some sucker that's trying to perpetuate the negative mindset that, you know, we as men are the problem. Come on, man, you sound like a woman when you say men are the problem. Like, even if men are the problem, I ain't gonna say it. The hell I look like saying that, man? Listen, I'm gonna give us our just due, our just responsibility. I ain't gonna never say we the problem. I say that there are some things that we could do to change the situation, but all those things require us changing ourselves. It ain't got nothing to do with our interaction with women. Our interaction with women is perfect. We interact with them the way they act. If you interact with women the way they act, then you are perfectly, man, you are well within your rights. You are well within the mindset of a logical being. Why would I look at a woman who is scantily clad, showing every part of her body, and say, oh man, that's a real woman right there? That is a respectable woman. When that's not how I view it. And ain't no slut walker nothing that's gonna make me look at no woman who damn near naked and say that she's a respectable woman. She's wifey material. She's a God-fearing woman. She's the type of woman that the Most High wants me to have, and she damn near naked, ain't got no clothes on. Why am I gonna do that, man? Why am I gonna do that? No doubt, no. Men talk too much, tell women too much, way too much. Always running their mouth. I was telling the chick the other day, I don't even know why you on. Listen, man, unless you are really, really involved with an alpha male in your life, you shouldn't even be listening to my content. I had old sucker say once, hey man, how you gonna be alpha and you only got one female over there? Boy, is you crazy? You just validated my alpha with your own mouth. That's why a whole bunch of your subscribers came over here and subscribed to me. Because you talking crazy like that. Of course, if you got a whole bunch of women around and you say you ain't alpha, doesn't it stand to reason that if I am alpha, I ain't gonna look like you? I ain't gonna live like you? My environment ain't gonna be like yours? I don't say things that are endearing to women. Even in my real life, I don't say things that are endearing to women unless there's some benefit to me. All right, let me tell you what else the cat was talking about, man. He had a real problem, man, with the interview, man, that I did with the chick on my channel, man. China White, man. He had a real problem with it, man. He was like, man, he's talking about the alpha, and he in there telling her, yo, just relax. You know, you don't have to worry about that. You in here with the homies, just relax. Fool, is you crazy? That's a show I'm trying to put on, man, to entertain the people. I can't have her here acting like she can't even talk. She got to talk, or the show don't go on. Man, let me tell you something. Let me tell you what really happened, homie. This is what I think happened. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly. I think he tried to get an interview first. And she went interview with him. Because they also said, why is she going to interview with BoA? She ain't interview with nobody else. Why BoA? I keep telling you, punk, because I'm alpha. I'm going to get benefits that you ain't going to get. That's why. I'm going to get things that you can't get that you think you deserve because you think you're more than you are. You think you're more manly than you are. You think you're more masculine than you are. You think you're alpha in your mind. Matter of fact, you might even think you're above alpha. And I'm like, man, listen, bro. The proof is in the pudding, man. Oh, let me tell you something funny, man. Then I'm going to get back to the list, man. I've also heard it said that I think China White may be BoA's girl and he's acting like she's married to someone else. Just trying to pull the wool over on people's eyes. I said, man, if these boys got to reach like this, if they got to reach like this, I'm doing something right, man. If you want to hate on me and the best thing you could do is make up things, homie, oh, man, come on, bro. I'm on the path. All praises to the Most High for showing me the path and let me know when I'm off the path. With what level of punishment is necessary for me to know that I'm off the path and get back on the path. So all praises to the Most High, man. Another thing is this, man. You have to understand that when it comes to dealing with women, there's only one game. See, a game is something that you have a chance to win. I was watching this movie, man, back in the day, man. It was Arnold Schwarzenegger, man, when I was a lot younger, man. I was a kid, actually. It was called A Running Man. And there was this game show where he had to go through a big obstacle, man. I mean, the game was set up for everybody to die. It was never set up for anybody to make it out of the end of it. But Schwarzenegger made it out of the end of it. Of course, this is when he was the top-notch action hero of the genre. And every single interaction with women, is based on you losing. You can't win in marriage. You can't win in dating. You can't win in cohabitation. Unless she's living with you and then you lost already. You've given up your bachelor alpha masculine space for that. You can't win. The only game there is when it comes to dealing with women that men can win in is the pimp game. There is no other game besides the pimp game. Everything else is an interaction. It's a one-sided interaction with men being on the losing side. That's what it is. You have to give way more than you receive in all of those situations. Black Ram 313 is in the building. What's good, brother? Good to see you in the building. BR 313. Michael Hamilton is in the building. What's good, bro? So the bottom line is this. As many men as there are who will speak negatively on you, you have to understand that the only way a man will speak on you negatively directly is if he is in his feminine energy. He is in his angry, scorned feminine energy. Otherwise, men don't speak on other men directly with negative energy. You don't call men's names out with negative energy unless you are scorned. And we've all heard that hell have no fury like a woman scorned. But I will tell you, a woman scorned, no hell can bind, have no fury like a man scorned. A man scorned is quite the spectacle. I have never seen anything more amazing than a man scorned. He will say anything. He will say whatever he wants to get a rise out of you. He is like a butthurt female. He's trying to say whatever he can to get a rise out of you, while he's sitting there the whole time looking like a chick, acting like a chick, sounding like a chick, living like a chick, hating you like a chick. He's that chick who wants you but can't have you and thought you were going to build a serious relationship with him once you got the sex. That's what he is. He's just like that chick. The one who thought all she had to do was lay down with you and it was going to be a ring coming. And now she can't even get you to answer her call. That's what he is. The only problem is he don't even have that leg to stand on. He's just a straight up dry hater, man. Ja Phil is in the building. What's good, bro? And that is the bottom line, man. This is what is going on in here. I am telling you, man. This is what I have been seeing, and the level of disrespect. There's a certain level of disrespect that men don't give one another, man. Like, we can't go below a certain level of disrespect. And our disrespect meter is high. We don't go low. We don't hit below the belt man, we don't hit dudes below the belt. We don't swing below. Like a woman tell you, man, that's why, well, your sex ain't good anyway. You got a little wood anyway, minute man. That's the same type of angle these dudes be coming from, man, because they are hurt by women. And they feel like it's our fault because we won't cater to women more like they do. They feel like if all men were nicer to women, they feel like if all men catered to women, they feel like all men did what Derrick Jackson said we should do, and gave women what Derek Jackson says they deserve, if we all did the opposite of what AMS says, if we all did the opposite of what BoA says, if we all did the opposite of what Black Ram says, if we all did the opposite of what Thinking Man Templar says, if we all did the opposite of what Mr. Limber Channel says, if we all did the opposite of Dating Mindset Ralph Afi said, if we all did the opposite of these things, then his situation with his woman would be better. She wouldn't be taking him through all the emotional turmoil that he's going through. It is our fault. It's us. We should be nicer. We should love women. We should allow women to use us and abuse us and take our resources and do whatever they want to do. That would make things better for him. Mr. Beta Male Simp Mangina, who says that we're less of men because we don't view him as an equal to us. Something's wrong with us by looking at him down our nose saying, listen, Mr. Beta Male, you could do better with women. It is us. You see what I'm saying? It is us. We're the problem. Let's get back into this thing, man. So as I stated, man, you must understand the only true game when it comes to women is the pimp game. If you ain't living by pimp game rules, man, then, I mean, you're living by sucker rules. That's the bottom line. You understand? Pimp game rules say, yeah, I take a woman out of wine and diner with her money. Pimp game rules, man. And any man who says anything wrong with those rules, man, come on, bro. Let me tell you something. And I'll be honest with you, man. That's why you don't ever hear me talk anything negative about the homie Derek Jackson, man. Like, I think he's a pimp, just to be honest with you. Like, he using straight pimp game, man. Like, he don't even have to live his life by the things he tells women they should expect. And they support him. I'm telling you, man, I'm damn near thinking about subscribing to the brother just because I respect his grind so much. You know what I'm saying? If you can't respect AMS's hustle and not respect Derek Jackson's hustle at the same time. Because I know for a fact he don't believe half the shit he be saying. I know for a fact the majority of the things he say women should give, he don't give those things to women. But I'm going to tell you, man, he's one hell of a hustler. He found a niche, a successful niche. You know what I'm saying? A niche that needed to be filled, and he filled it. And I take my hat off to him, bro. Now, the next thing is this, man. The reason why I don't date, and if you're just joining me, man, this is the High Altitude Show. I'm your host with the most, Dr. BoA, a.k.a. Book of Alpha-Ronomy. And today's topic is understanding the game of life. Number one was understand you will be used. We'll all be used. It's just about if you're being used, are you being reciprocated greater or at least, at the very least, equal value in return. Number two is nice guys are convenient and women love convenience. A woman will make you think you're the best thing in the world if you're a nice guy because she loves convenience you bring her. Women love convenience almost as much as they love themselves. That's me being honest with you. Number three, nice guys don't bring the savage pack, or at least that's what women think. So you'll never get no sexual submission if you're a nice guy. Even if you will bring the same savage pack, she ain't gonna be in the mind frame to receive the savage pack from you because you've been such a sucker the whole time. Number four, you must reciprocate women's behavior accordingly and deservedly. Like I said earlier, man, I'm not telling you that you'll never see me with one woman. But if you see me with one woman, you better believe that when I sit down and think, okay, this is what I'm lacking. I need, well, damn, she does that. I know I need, damn, she does that too, does it well. Now, I know I need, damn, she's got that covered too. But see, I need to, oh, well, damn, she like girls too. Let me see. Well, she's super thick. She's thick. Well, but you know what? She got a slim waist, man, and a flat stone. Let me see. I hate weed. Oh, man, I mean, she wear her hair natural, man. Well, damn. Well, she can cook, but I like to eat certain. Well, damn, she eat like I eat. Well, damn, hold up. I have a tendency, man, to want to get a little freak. Well, damn, she ain't never told me nobody nothing. Matter of fact, she be like, man, just have your way with me. Well, shit, now. Let me see. I can't stand a woman that's all online. Man, she don't even know how. Hell, she don't barely know how to work her phone. Well, let me see, man. What in the hell? Well, damn. I can't think of that. So you might see me in that situation if those are the circumstances. If I can't think of nothing that I'm lacking when it comes to my interaction with a female, trust me, brother, you might see that. I just don't think it's gonna happen, homie. And I damn sure ain't looking for it to happen. See what I'm saying? Mike Hamilton say I'm 50. Wish you young bosser was around 20 years ago. Been bossing like this forever. Just didn't know, but felt this boss game. Love you. Hey, man, no doubt, brother. Appreciate that, bro. It's good to hear that, man, that you've been living that life, bro. I'm telling you. And cats don't understand how wonderful it is to live the boss life, man. I'm telling you, it's an amazing thing. And like the homie Black Ram preaches all the time, one of the quickest, easiest ways to do that is to mellow out into a minimalist lifestyle. Once you mellow out into a minimalist lifestyle, then it's going to be easier for you to achieve everything that you want to achieve. But you have to stay out of that foolishness, man. Like, you can travel wherever you want to go, man. Start living. I tell you what, this is what we're going to do, man. 2019, if you are not already living a minimalist lifestyle, we are going to start living a minimalist lifestyle. We're going to minimize everything. If you're in financial turmoil, we're going to try to end that by the end of 2019 by going as minimalist as you have to go in order to get your finances under control. Not because we want to go on no trip anywhere, not because we want to do anything special, but because we want to be in control of our lives every day. We want to see the money that we make. We want to make the money that we make however we make our money. If you got a job, if you got a hustle, hell, if you sell dope, it don't matter what you do. We want to see our money and not have to think about the people that we owe with our money. That's our goal, man. Minimalist for 2019. By time 2020 come around, we all want to be in the best financial position we've ever been in. And I'm telling you, minimalism is the way to that goal. And when you make more money, don't start living higher. Stay minimalist. That way you start to grow your income. You start to grow your net worth by growing your income, which in turn means you can grow your investments. So, but you know what? That deserves a stream all in itself. So let's get back into this thing, man. This is what you have to understand. And this is a major thing that will keep you from pedestalizing women undeservedly. Am I saying that no woman deserves to be pedestalized? No. But I'm about to tell you the woman who does deserve to be pedestalized. And if you listen, man, if you agree with this, throw one in the chat for me, man. Throw one in the chat. Virginity is the only true treasure that a woman possesses. It is the only thing worth working for. It's the only thing worth digging for. It's the only thing worth searching for. Virginity is the only treasure that she possesses. Once it is gone, she has no more bargaining chips. Keep that one thought in mind and you will never get caught up in a situation you ain't supposed to be in. That's the one. It don't even take a whole lot of game. It don't take a whole lot of nothing. If you don't ever listen to nothing in the manosphere or the alphasphere ever again, just remember that everything else is nothing. She has one bargaining chip, and there is nothing else. And indeed, it is very rare. Hey, I say it is almost non-existent in this particular society. In Western civilization as a whole, it is particularly fleeting. You damn blessed. If ain't no luck in this, boy, you damn blessed if you find a virgin at this point. I'm talking about of age, man. We ain't doing that. We ain't R. Kelly around here, man. And technically speaking, man, I'm going to stop dragging R. Kelly name like that, man, because if R. Kelly was jammed up like that, man, there ain't no amount of money going to keep him out. Didn't no amount of money keep Bill Cosby out. Ain't no amount of money going to keep him out, man, if they had really jammed him up like that. So I'm not going to believe that that girl was underage, man, and the one that I'm just not going to believe it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he ain't do no time behind it. I know people who've done less and done time. There are famous people who've done time for less. So I'm not gonna drag his name through the mud anymore because I don't know if he did. And according to the court of law, he didn't do it. Boy ain't did a day in prison yet, and that shit been going on 20 years. So I ain't gonna do it. But I'm telling you, man, there is the only thing. Like, she has no other thing that should make you do any action that you wouldn't normally do. I'm gonna be honest with you. If the Most High put a virgin in my face, man, that changes everything. You know what I'm saying? That changes everything. Like some of these things that I've said throughout these months of doing content, man, all of these uploads, man, then there's probably a few things in there that I might be willing to compromise under those circumstances. But under any other circumstances, no. And that is the reality of it. So that is the only bargaining chip that she has, man. Another thing is this, man. No matter what we think, no matter what we've heard, no matter what we've been told, self-preservation is still the number one law of the land. It has just been compromised because we live in a society that tells us as men, it is our job to not preserve ourselves. It is our jobs to waste ourselves away. It is our job to dedicate ourselves to the needs, wants, and desires of others. It is our job to cater to whatever our women want, so our women want. It is our job to cater to whatever is necessary for our children to be happy, not well fed, not well taken care of, not well taught, not well raised, but happy. It is our job in this society to compromise whatever we have to compromise to make sure that other people around us are happy and that they're smiling. And that you know how many men are willing to spend thousands of dollars for Christmas this year, man? You know how much I spent for Christmas, man? Nothing yet. I'm gonna make me some homemade dressing, man, and that's what I'm gonna spend on, man. You understand what I'm saying? Like I ain't spending nothing on Christmas, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I might grab me a bottle of Hennessy Black. I don't know. Outside of that, man, outside of the Hennessy Black, I am not going to do it, brother. I don't do it. I don't care who wants it. I don't care who thinks it should happen. I don't care what anyone says. I will not participate in a pagan holiday that is based on a day that no one is certain about. And it's the time of year that destroys my people financially more than any other time of year. Let me tell you how this is set up. This is set up so at Christmas time, you spend money that you ain't really got to spend because you know your income tax money is coming back around, which puts you in a position where you can't take whatever you get back from your tax return and invest it in anything because you already in the hole from Christmas. It is a cycle that continues. Stop celebrating Christmas for 3 years. Don't spend a dime on Christmas for 3 years. Anybody who does that, who has formally celebrated Christmas and bought gifts and all of that, don't do that for 3 years and watch how much better the first of your year starts off. Watch how much better the first of your year starts off. This is all game, man. It ain't nothing else. Freelance Running is in the building. What's good, brother? Oxyhan, what's good, bro? So you know we're in a place in this society, man, where we have to understand that anything that we get that promotes our betterment is gonna come from us. You see, ain't no magazines out there to tell black men how to be more successful with black women in relationships, more successful with the parenting dynamic in this society that has totally obliterated the idea of the need for a black father. See, the need for the black father is there, but the idea of the need for a black father has been totally obliterated in this society. There's no information out there that's going to give us this, no public information. We got to search, we got to delve deep, and we have to share information amongst ourselves. Now, there is a book that I want everybody to think about. If you haven't read it, man, and it is not, I won't call it an entry-level book, but it is a basic understanding book. It is a foundation book, and it is one of the books that I read over the years, man. I say I won't share my reading material, but I will share this. And I think I shared it before, man. But what I'm gonna do, man, I'm gonna start linking it in my description. And of course, I mean it's gonna be an Amazon affiliate link, man. So if you buy the book through my link, of course, man, I'm gonna get a little kickback. Now, I hear a lot of cats saying, well, I heard a cat the other day saying, look, man, you know, ain't no super chats on my videos because I don't need your money. I don't need your money. This ain't a thing about need, man. This is a thing about having an open interaction with brothers who benefit from what you do. And it's the same thing as me benefiting from those brothers, spreading my content, talking about my content, talking about my channel, talking about my platforms. You see, there are men who do this for a hobby. Because for real, once they run out of things to talk about their lives, they ain't got nothing else to talk about. And then there are other men who do this because they really, really want to help men find their way in this society by including all of the principles that need to be included. And I ain't one of those men. I want to help men, assist men on their journey to become the most alpha version of themselves. That is why I'm here. That's why the Most High put me here. That's why he's giving me this gift. That's why he gave me this gift of gab to make a chick walk the slab and give me every dollar she'll ever have from selling her ass. So self-preservation is still the number one law of the land. But in this society, to do it, man, you must pull yourself out of the matrix. You cannot preserve yourself and live within the matrix every day at the same time. You have to extract yourself from the matrix in every way possible. I understand there are men who work jobs. Me myself, man, like I consider like I'm my own boss, but I still work for myself as well. You understand what I'm saying? When I go train people, I'm working for myself. If I didn't have to work, then it'll be cool. But I still have to go and put in the work with my clients. So yes, I still go to work. Of course, it helps to not have to work for somebody else, but technically speaking, I still work for myself. And I'm probably hard on myself than your boss is on you. So, it's one of those things, man, or at least as hard on myself. So, you have to look at these things, man, but in every way I can, I extract myself from the matrix. These holidays is one of the ways I extract myself from the matrix. The trick box is another way I extract myself from the matrix. Man, I'm telling you, if I'm in front of the trick box, I'm watching some highlights. I'm either watching NFL TV on Sunday, just checking up on all the games. I watch the highlights of the first half of the games. They have the scores up, and then they show highlights. Then I turn it off. When the second games come on, I kick it on about halfway through. I watch the scores, and then I watch the highlights, and then I'm done. Or I'm getting ready to make a move in the morning, head out and train my people, or wherever I'm going, and I cut up NBA TV and watch the highlights from the games of the night before. Or I'm watching National Geographic. I don't watch nothing else. When I say I don't watch nothing else, I don't watch nothing else. I'm not gonna say that. I may watch Good Times. I may watch James Evans run a household the way a household's supposed to be ran, even if he ain't got no money. The respect a man gets for being a man. You see, that's what James Evans showed. You should get respect for being a man just because you're a man. You shouldn't have to have money to get respect as a man. You may have to have money to get respect as a rich man, but a rich man is just a man who is in another realm financially. That don't matter to you if you ain't rich. Rich people live in a different world. So if you ain't rich, what the rich man gets don't matter. But if you living in your world every day and people around you who ain't got shit, how's a woman who ain't got no money gonna look at me and say, I'm less because I ain't rich? Your ass ain't rich either. Matter of fact, yo credit and net worth lower than mine. NYC Evolved 88 is in the building. RJ Bex, what's good, brother? So I'm telling you, man, that, the bottom line is this. We have to understand. That everything we have in this society is based on what we build for ourselves. Nobody's giving us anything. Nobody wants to see us have anything. They'll do everything in their power to keep us from having shit. So we have to grind for ourselves. We ain't got no time to be concerned about whether our women are going to be with us or not. I don't care if they are or not. We got to do what we got to do. As black men, we're on a mission. And so, yeah, man, when I look at how a man is judged by what he has, what he does, what he doesn't have. That means that you can be one of the greatest men who ever walked the face of the earth. You can be thorough, you can be moral, you can be healthy, you can be strong, you can be virulent. But if you ain't got no money, the majority of this society gonna look at you like you less than, man. When there's a man with money who molests both girls and boys his whole damn life. But he's held in a higher regard because he's got money. See, that's that matrix mindset. That's why I say, man, you have to extract yourself from the matrix, because that matrix will have you trying to live up to somebody else's standard that's actually a standard lower than your own. LA, what's good? Appreciate you being in here. Appreciate that. So I understand, and you understand, that this is all set up to make us devalue ourselves. See, they can't devalue us because we know who we are. But if you're trapped in that matrix, I promise you, you're going to start to devalue yourself and start living your life just a little bit in order to fit into that expectation. You're going to do it. You may not do it a lot, but you're going to do it just a little bit to fit into the expectation. Now, am I saying you should just be around here, man, broken, busted, and disgusted, can't even take care? No, I'm not saying that. What I am saying is you're a man when you ain't got nothing, you butt naked looking in the mirror. You're still a man. Manhood has nothing to do with what you have. Societal success, financial independence, all of those things have something to do with what you have. And those things in this society will get you more women. That's fine. But if you have your manhood validated by how many women you have, you are even weaker than a man who has his manhood validated by how much stuff he has. How can anything outside of me validate my manhood when whatever it is don't even know me? Money don't know me. These women don't know me. These suckers don't know me. This society don't know me. These police don't know me. These judges don't know me. These lawyers don't know me. These doctors don't know me. Who knows me? Hell, you men know more about me in here just from listening to my content than the rest of the damn world know about me combined. So how am I going to let them determine who I am in my own eyes? And dudes are said, man, and I'm telling you, man, and this is real talk, man. The reason why it's said that it's harder for a rich man, it's easier for a camel to get through the eye of a needle than it is for a rich man to enter the kingdom of heaven. It is because as a man gets richer, he starts to feel less of a need for the Most High. Money is a powerful thing in this society, and that's why the love of it is the root of all evil. You don't have to love it while you're getting it, but at some point, if you start to worship it, that means you love it. If you start to depend on it for your value, you start to love it. And this is a tough thing to come back, man, if you get rich and die rich. It is a tough thing to suddenly on your deathbed start to say, I'm rich as hell, but God, I submit my soul to you. Nah, it's rough. And that is the society we live in, where your value is assessed to you based on things that other people can control. And that's gonna be in this society. You can't change that. What you have to do is change the way you interact with that idea. The way that idea affects your life. That's what you have to change. And that's the reality of this situation, man. You know, it's crazy out here, man. Nestle Snipes, the homie Nino Brown is in the building. What up, Nino? Good to see you in the building, man. Freelance Ronan, I appreciate the super chat, brother. Homie says, great stream as always, man. You're hitting on all cylinders, brother. I appreciate that. Freelance Ronan, man, with the super chat and the great words, man, in the super chat. I appreciate that, bro. So, you know, men will try to ridicule you for things that they either can't do or even things that they don't want to do. But how beta is it for you to ridicule me if I ain't did nothing to you? You know what I'm saying? Why is it that if I don't do what you do, you feel the need to ridicule me? And it's one thing to say, man, I don't agree with that. That's great. I don't agree with that type of life. That's great. But if every time you open in your mouth, and let me tell you something about this, anything you brag on all the time, it's the only positive that you see in your own life. Only positive you see in your own life. So you got a lot of women and that's all you brag on. You think that make you a man? That's the only positive you got in your life. If you brag on money all the time and that's what you got that validates your manhood, that's all you got in your life of value. There are men who are rich that don't value money. They value the ability to do things for other people. And there are other men who value money and they don't do shit for nobody but themselves. But both of those men are rich. There are men who have a lot of women, and you may think that they're doing a whole bunch of things with a whole bunch of women, but you see those women and you realize that there's only one or two of those women that man is active with. The rest of those women are just hanging around because they love his energy and they want to be a part of his success. But then there's another man who every woman he meets, he tries to knock her down. Both of those men have a lot of women, but are they approaching it the same way? There's a man who wants to have a relationship with a woman, and he jumps through hoops and does all of these things. Whatever she wants him to do, he does it, whether she deserves it or not. And then there's another man who wants a relationship with a woman, but he makes her work every day to earn everything she gets. Both of those men want a relationship with a woman, but are they the same? We are not the same. We do not have the same value. And verily, I say unto you that if you must value yourself with things outside of you, then your moral compass is low. Your self-worth is even lower. Your outlook on life is crazy, and you don't even understand who you are and how to better yourself. So you keep doing stuff to better yourself. Information Man Show. What's good, brother? Good to see you in the building. Again, man, we got the Savage Pack going on here, man. I'm going to copy this, just kind of want to put it back in there again. All right. There you go, man. Link, Savage Pack. All right, homies. Now, let's get on to the rest of this list, man. We've got a few more things on this list. The one thing that we must understand as melanated men, especially, the principles of the Most High still apply to us. Just because we are in this oppressed situation, it doesn't mean that the principles of the Most High don't apply to us. The principles of the Most High is what will put us back in the position that we want to be in, the position that we need to be in. They still stand. If you apply them to your life right now today, your life will change. We have to understand that we can't let someone else tell us that we need to focus on something else. Because let me tell you, man, a lot of people are about to be really upset about what goes on in this society because they're going to look up and they're going to say, well, no one told us. They should have told us it was going to happen. Have they ever told you anything that was about to happen that was bad? No. They told you right when it was finna happen to give you minimal time to prepare. But I'm telling you, things are about to change. The threat of martial law is coming and it is real. The threat of being in an oppressive society is coming and it is real. The threat of the majority of human beings in this country living in specific areas is a real threat. It is real. You think they burned down California for nothing? You think that was an accident? Come on, man. Well, we ain't gonna get into that, man, because I am the ultimate conspiracy theorist. And why? Because I think conspiracy is the best theory you could have. Steve A, I appreciate the super chat, brother. So all of these things are coming. You're being prepared for it. Cash is non-existent. There are certain places that won't even take cash anymore. Certain hotels, you can't even pay cash for them. They don't even accept cash. They don't have any cash on deck anywhere. Everything you're doing there, you got to use a card. They're getting you used to being chipped. So anyway, the principles of the Most High do still stand. And we must remember that as melanated men. Now, another thing. Let's talk about what these beta males be talking about, man, how you got to love the woman. You got to love the woman more. You got to get a woman to love. You got to get a woman access to your heart. You got to give a woman the things that you need to do. You got to give a woman all of these things, man. No doubt, brother. Ken Wood, be easy, bro. Exodus, as the Homer SJ3 just said, is the answer. This is not the land we are supposed to exist in, man. This is a punishment for us. Do you think we're going to be blessed in the same place we were punished? The Israelites were not when they came out of Egypt. They had to come out of Egypt. They had to leave Egypt so Egypt could be destroyed. Egypt was destroyed. They had to leave. Go somewhere else. So where is our wilderness? Let's take our break into the wilderness. Where's our wilderness? There's wilderness in South America. There's wilderness in Latin America. Bunch of wilderness in Africa. There's wilderness all over the place, man. So where's our wilderness? It's somewhere. It damn sure ain't here. There is nothing left here for the melanated man. Nothing. No opportunity to control the environment as we should as melanated men. No opportunity to enforce the laws of the Most High on our women as we should as melanated men. No opportunity to thwart the efforts of our enemy to oppress us, which we should have as melanated men. We are not in a position of power in this society. And any man who thinks we will be or can be needs to just do a quick history search and look at all the fighting and all the struggling and all the marching and all the lobbying that's been done. And then look at how black men are still being shot down like dogs in the street right now. Most times with no recompense for the offender. And now tell me what all that hustling and struggling and all that fighting and battling has led to. As melanated men, we are more divided than we've ever been at a time when we need to be tighter than we've ever been. We, for the most part, have fallen victim to the ideals and ideologies of this society that cause us to chase a man who has a 500-year head start on us. We are competing against each other for the position of the white man who has been in control of this society since as far back as any of us can remember. Our great-grandparents don't remember a time where he wasn't in control. So tell me, what are we doing here? Katie Hall, what's good, bro? Hollywood Hawkins, I appreciate the super chat, bro. We must understand, man, that sad times are closing in. Bad times are closing in. So what are we going to be? Still around here twiddling our thumbs in an environment that we can't win in? Or are we going to understand that the few of us, and by comparison to the number of us there are going to be very few who are willing and ready to move when the Most High says move? You see, this shit is deeper than YouTube, man. It's deeper than being online. It's deeper than making money. Because I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. If you're a millionaire and you take your ass to the wilderness, guess what? You're broke. Our focus should be on bonding ourselves with the Most High, man. Anything else is a worthless endeavor. It's a useless endeavor. It's a fruitless endeavor. We should be focused on bonding ourselves with the Most High. Nothing else. I don't care how much money you get. I don't care about none of that. Because how is your money going to bring you closer to the Most High? If making more money if you can buy your way closer to the Most High, my friend, do that. And when you do it, I'll wait for them to tell me I can buy my way too. In the meantime, the majority of us are focused on the wrong things. We're focused on getting a woman who is no longer a blessed possession for us. See, our women in this country are not a blessed possession for us anymore. They're not a blessing to us anymore. We can't take something that doesn't desire to be a blessing to us and make it a blessing. It is not worth the effort and energy, and the return will not be worth anything. And this is the truth of the matter. Universal reality, I appreciate the super chat, brother. Homie comes with the scripture, Ecclesiastes 7:28. While I was still searching but not finding, I found one upright man among 1,000, but not one upright woman among them all. We're in this world. We're in this world, but not of it. Yes, sir, brother. Great quote. Great scripture quote. Right on time, man, for this particular discussion as well. Appreciate that, brother. So that's a great point, grown man's business. Great point. The problem is there are only a few of us who haven't embraced that nigga culture. There aren't a few of us. There are many of us in here right now. Now let's ask ourselves, How many people do we know in our immediate circle who are on the same wavelength we're on? I don't have anyone in my immediate circle who's on the same wavelength I'm on. And though that circle is small, it's gotten smaller because no one is on my wavelength. Let me tell you something. The most likely person in my life to be on my wavelength is a woman who hangs on every word I say. And even if she's not going to make the journey or go into this battle with me, whichever the Most High chooses, a journey, a battle, or deliverance, I don't know what he's going to do. I'm just trying to make sure I'm ready for it. She listens. And she doesn't interrupt. And she doesn't have an opinion. If you don't have women around you, man, who shut up and listen when you talk, man, listen, bro. I deal with women that don't even ask questions about what I'm saying. They don't have any questions. They're not thinking about anything except receiving what I'm saying. I don't deal with women who don't give me that because I don't want her opinion on what I'm saying. I don't give a damn what her opinion is. She listens and she doesn't say anything. But if I ask her what I just talked about, she can repeat it verbatim. She doesn't tell me she doesn't understand anything. I know the things she might not understand. And so I ask her, do you understand what I'm saying? She said, yes, every part except this. And she tells me the part she didn't understand. And so I break it down for her. And she says, oh, now I get it. Daddy, you so smart. Like you're the most intelligent man I ever met. And in my mind, I'm thinking, yeah, I know that, shawty, but I ain't going to tell her that. I just tell her, I think it's great that, you're as understanding of the way the Most High wants you to be, that you just, you're so understanding the way the Most High wants you to be that you just listen and take it all in without interrupting, without doing any of that. And she says, Dad, I would never interrupt you. What you're talking about is way above the level of anything I can talk about. So if I start talking, the conversation is going to take a down nosedive. I don't have to say that to her. She knows that. I don't say that to them. They know that. So if this isn't the interaction you're getting from women, then you should leave all the women alone that you deal with. All of them. You should leave them all alone. They're not even worthy of the presence of a man of your caliber if they don't understand these things. If you are a man of the caliber who understands what I'm saying, who feels what I'm saying, who lives by the same principles as me, who understands the world the way I understand the world, the same way or to some extent, however well, if you're on the path of escaping the matrix, you shouldn't have women around you who don't understand how to respect a man. It's better to be alone than to have a woman around you who doesn't understand how to respect a man. Because that's some shit I ain't accepted from no woman. Because like I said, if she's a virgin, she ain't going to be like that anyway. If she ain't a virgin, what value does she have to warrant that? What value does she have to warrant that? None. So when I see a man who's being treated a certain way by a woman she ain't even got to have no children. I don't even care about that. You're being treated that way by a woman who ain't even a virgin. You about to walk down the aisle and put a ring on the finger of a woman who ain't even a virgin. And then he do be going down the aisle, put a ring on the finger of a woman who already got children by another man. Come on, man. You about to walk down the aisle, man, and swear yourself, according to this system, man, to have somebody have access to 50% of your resources, even if you ain't got a quarter right now. If you make $1 million next year, get what she got $500,000, she leave your ass. And you mean tell me you're going to give her that type of prestige and power, man, and she ain't even bringing it to the table? And then half of these chicks out here won't even go along to get along. Always opening their mouth, always talking, don't know when to shut up, always got an opinion, and their opinions be dumb as hell. You can't give me your opinion if your opinion don't make sense. You can't. China White, I appreciate the super chat, Charlotte. China White said, more respect. Remember, hit that super chat, support this alpha shit. Namir Wahid Bey, what's good, brother? Shalom. So you have to understand, man, that the understanding of the game of life has nothing to do with understanding any other game. The only game you should understand women, if you don't understand this game, man, you better understand the pimp game. The pimp game is the only game in the world that's going to tell you the raw power way to deal with women. Anything else is a powerless way of dealing with women. That's just the reality of it. If you ain't never been a pimp, fine. If before you said, man, pimps ain't this, go understand pimps. Understand the level of logic, the level of the level of discernment, the level of engagement in a woman's mental space that it takes for a man to be able to live that life. And then you'll understand that the way pimps view women is the way you should view women. Unless she's never been touched by anyone else. These are my words. It's the value that the Most High placed on her. And that's the reality of it. This is what she was intended to be. I ain't making this up. Exclusively done entertainment. Most of these women talk nothing but nonsense. I mean, actually, no doubt, bro. Nothing but nonsense. Namir, good to have you in here, brother. I'm glad you caught this first one, man. So the bottom line is everything we're talking about, everything we're saying right now is based on us as men understanding that what we think and what we know and what we've been told and what we've been taught is just a lie. It's not hard to accept. Once you look at something to know as a lie, why are you still believing it? Why are you still living by principles that you know are dishonest? Like, who does that? Who does that? Only a fool does that, man. And we are not fools. Not us. So, another thing we have to understand, man, is love is not logical. Love is not logical. It is actually the most illogical thing that you could do. It is the absolute strongest emotion. Anger is a strong emotion, but anger doesn't last once you do something to quench the anger. If your anger is thirsty, you quench that thirst, you're not angry anymore. Let's say somebody does something that's worthy of being knocked out. Once you knock them out, you feel better. Let's say somebody does something that's worthy of getting that iron put on them. Once you put that iron on them, you feel better. Let's say somebody does something that's worthy of being cut off. Once you cut them off, you feel better. But love isn't like that. You can be out of a relationship with a woman that you truly loved and be feeling love for her a year later. Still can't get over the feeling that you developed for her. You better be damn sure that when you talk about loving a woman, that you loving the right one. Because if not, you about to put yourself in a terrible situation that your ass ain't going to be able to get out of. There are men who have been separated from women for 5 years and they still love that woman, man. There is a possibility that the woman you love, you will never stop loving her. That is a real possibility for a man. You may never stop loving her. You can't be healthy and whole as a man if you still love a woman you're not with. And she'd have moved on to somebody else. Man, love is dangerous. It is nothing to play with. It ain't no damn fantasy or fairy tale like women try to make it out to be, man. Love is a dangerous thing, man. It is a very dangerous thing. So it lacks logic. Anybody that tries to talk sense to you about love, man, they're just making shit up because there ain't no sense to it. You are totally outside of your mind and totally into your emotions when you love a woman. You can't think logically with the woman you love. So you had better make damn sure that the one you love is the one who ain't got no love soul ties to another man. You see what I'm saying? A woman who loves, and we always say, man, a woman cannot love you. Yeah, it seems that way because every woman can only love one man. So that's why it seems that way. Yes, a woman can love you. The woman who is meant to love you. So it is possible that a woman can love you, but women weren't put here to love multiple men over and over and over again. She was put here to love one man. And once she's loved that man, of course she will never love you. She can never love you. She'll never stop loving him. Love does not die. Love never dies. True love never dies, man. And so if you love a woman, you will never stop loving her. And with that love comes a desire to have that woman. You will never stop desiring a woman that you love because you'll never stop loving her. And love and desire go hand in hand. You may have to accept some things, but you're never gonna stop loving and desiring that woman. So you had better be damn sure that if you're gonna put yourself in a love situation, that you damn sure, man, that this woman ain't got no love soul ties. And that's the reality of it. Another thing is this, man. And this is the last thing we'll cover on this particular list, man. Once again, if you're just joining me, man, this is the High Altitude Show. I'm your host with the most, Mr. BoA, a.k.a. Dr. BoA, the newly crowned Dr. BoA, a.k.a. Book of Alpha-Ronomy. Today's show is entitled Understanding the Game of Life. Number one was understand you will be used. In every situation you're in, you'll be used. If you got a job, you'll be used. If you own your own company, you'll be used. You're going to be used. You say, how you be used? You own your own company. Because the Internal Revenue Service started to interact with you differently. Trust me. Start a business, tax things become different. And there are other ways that you're used. You will be used. You just have to make sure that you get evil or either greater or equal compensation for being used. Darren Sharp is in the building. Ajamu Bay is in the building. Number two, nice guys are convenient and women love convenience. So being a nice guy, you'll never win, but you'll damn sure feel like you in the game. You ain't even in the game, but you feel like you in the game because you're convenient and she loves it. My city is in the building. What's good, brother? Number three, another thing about nice guys don't bring the savage pack, or so women think. And if she don't think you bring this, let me tell you something. A woman's submission to you develops from the time she meets you, man. I say that again. A woman's submission to you develops from the time she meets you. You don't meet a woman and she is non-submissive and suddenly she submits to you. That's not how it happens. It happens immediately because it's an energy exchange. Your energy makes her energy submit. And when they think you don't bring the savage pack, they ain't gonna even look at you from submissive term. A woman will submit to you sexually before she submits to you in any other way. As a matter of fact, if she doesn't submit to you sexually, she will not submit to you in any other way. And I'm telling you truth right here, brothers. Number four, you must reciprocate women's behavior accordingly and deservedly. Don't give her anything she doesn't deserve, but please give her what she does earn. You must do this. This is the greatest tool. This is a pimp tactic, man. I mean, not a pimp tactic. This is a pimp rule. You give her what she deserves. If she's your best money maker, she's your bottom chick. She gets benefits the other girls don't get. She knows things that the other girls don't know. And that's the reality of it. Give me a second here, man. Now, another thing is this. Never chase a chick. Whether she wants you or not, don't chase her. It is a weak position for a man to be in, chasing a woman. Unless you're chasing a virgin. If you're chasing a virgin, chase her. She's worth it. No other woman is worth the chase. That's the reality of it. You see, what we have to understand is there had to be consequences, repercussions for women being willing to get their virginity to anybody. If you're willing to get your virginity, and let me tell you something else, man. Women let's say a woman who's married and her husband took her virginity. She'll feel like because she's only been with one man, that increases her value. Technically speaking, as it pertains to how many bodies and energy she has, it does. But then literally, it doesn't, because she still isn't a virgin. She's already given her most valuable thing to someone else. And I'm just gonna be honest with you, the way that it's supposed to be, depending on how much you value yourself. Now, that is a possibility. There are laws from the Most High that govern if a man puts a woman away and she takes another husband. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. So it's not that women can't have multiple husbands. It's that the value of yourself as a man. How do you value yourself when it comes to what level of woman you're willing to put on that pedestal? Now, number 6, understand the game. What I say by game? The pimp game. There's only one game that is actually a game. There is only one interaction with women that is actually a game. A game is something you have great odds of winning. You understand what I'm saying? When the Milwaukee Bucks and the Golden State Warriors meet in the finals this year, you don't really know who's gonna win. You think the Warriors are gonna win, but the Warriors ain't got nobody on their team that can stop Giannis. I just saw Kevin Durant get dunked on at practice by DeMarcus Cousins, and DeMarcus Cousins ain't even ready to play yet. He ain't even back healthy 100% to play yet. But he backed him down and dunked on him. I'm talking about dunked on. The boy went up, tried to block the shot, got dunked on, and fell on the ground when he got dunked on. So what I'm telling you is, you have to understand, you don't know who's going to win that, because it's a game. A golf tournament. Even if Tiger Woods is rolling, you never know who's going to win. What if he has a golf tournament? Everyone has a fair chance at this point. That's the reality of it. MMA fights, you don't really know who's going to win. You could be killing somebody, and one wild roundhouse punch or one roundhouse kick can have you on your back. Out. You know what I'm saying? The only game that you have a chance to win in when it comes to women is the pimp game. I'm not saying you should be out here pimping women. I'm saying you should view your interaction with women from that perspective. If you don't understand what the pimp game is, maybe I'll start doing some content uploads on that, man, and talk to y'all about that, man. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I do Pimp Type Tuesday, man, and throw some pimp game up on y'all, man, so you can really understand what I know based on the pimp game, man, what I learned from pimps, what I learned from my time, man, having chicks in the shake joint and dealing with that dynamic of, you know what I'm saying? It's a different dynamic when it comes to women, man, but what it does, it helps you understand that you are the prize. You understand what I'm saying? Nothing helps you understand that you are the prize more than understanding how the pimp game how the pimp game is run. What rules regulate the pimp game? Mo Hall is in the building. What's good, bro? So, number 7, there is no fair exchange in dating. Dating is not a fair exchange thing. You do all the work, and the only benefit you get is the same benefit you get as the man who didn't do no work. See what I'm saying? There ain't no benefit in the dating game. The only benefit you get is sex. And unless you hard up for sex. Like if you ain't never had no sex in years, okay, I understand you dating, trying to get on. But if you already got women available to you, why do you meet new women taking them out on dates? When the only benefit you're going to get from them is the benefit that you're already getting from the women you have. And you're also spreading your royal seed, man, around like it's nothing. Like these boys be spreading their seed around, man, like it ain't nothing but cow doo-doo fertilizer, man. Like these boys around here spreading cow doo-doo, man. You know what I'm saying? They just fertilizer. They stink and they fertilizer, man. That's all they do, man. You know what I'm saying? And they ain't gonna make nothing grow because they ain't trying to have no seeds. So they spreading their seed around like fertilizer, but they damn sure doing everything in their power to make sure nothing don't grow. Like, you know what I'm saying, man? If that's your mindset, bro, you're sick in the head. You're sick in the head if you don't understand the value of spreading your seed around like that. Number 8, and I say that because of number 8. Virginity is the only true treasure a woman offers. She offers no true treasure except virginity. You know what I'm saying? If a woman got virginity, she ain't got to have no money. She ain't got to have no education. She ain't got to have none of that. All those are things that they put on the surface to try to cover up the fact that they don't have a prize to offer you anymore. So they try to offer you things that are not prizes to you. Number 9, only adhere to the advice of those who actually live it. Not lived it in the past, who live it. You have to listen to people who live the life that they say they live, or that live the life that you want to live. There is no way to get information from someone who doesn't even live the life anymore. Even if they lived it for 20 years. If you lived it for 20 years, but the last time you lived it was 10 years ago, you don't know nothing. There are some basic principles that you may know, but for the most part, you don't know how to live that life in this particular time because every year the world changes. You want to know how much the world changes? Talk to somebody who's been locked up for 10 years or more and they just got out. You'll see how much the world changes from the perspective of someone who is actually having to deal with trying to adjust to the changes. Look at where phones were 10 years ago. Go look at the first iPhone and then look at the iPhone 10. Go look at the first Galaxy phone and now look at the Galaxy S9. Look at how technology is done. Go look at the first big blocky computer and now look at what you get right now just in a laptop. You get a better computer in a damn tablet than you got in the first computers, the first desktops. A much better computer with more memory. Number 10, self-preservation is still the number one law of the land. You must accept the fact that self-preservation is the number one law of the land. If you're not living by the self-preservation principle, you are not a man. You're not a man. You think like a woman. A woman was put here to serve you. If you're serving her, you think like her, and she thinks like you, obviously. Number 11, the principles of the Most High still apply. All of those principles, what you feed yourself, how you live, what you think, what you expose yourself to, who you interact with, how you interact with them, all of those things still apply. We as men have to understand that we need to apply those things. My city, no doubt, huge amount of debt. Number 12, love is not logical. Love is the most dangerous thing that a man can find himself involved in. It is better to be addicted to cocaine, addicted to crack, than it is to be in love. Being in love is more dangerous than smoking crack, man. You smoke crack, you get high, you love it, you enjoy the high, you go get help. 12-step program, you'll be clean forever if you're dedicated. You can't get over true love, man. If you really love a woman, man, you're gonna love that woman forever, bro. Love her forever. You're gonna always be wishing and wanting for her, man. Who want to live that life? And that's the reality of it, man. Try it. If you don't believe me, try it. Anybody in here, man, that ever truly loved a woman, you know you still love that woman now. You can't stop loving her. Number 13. Number 13, the final thing on this list. Lust is a terrible thing when you are controlled by it. Being controlled by your lust is one of the weakest positions a man could be in. It's one of the weakest outlooks a man, or one of the weakest ways of life a man could have. Because see, if you're a stepdad, it's because of your lust for that woman, causing you to do what the hell ever she needs or wants to have done. If you get dogged out by your woman, physically abused by a woman, it's because your lust for that woman has taken over your life. If you got a woman that sleep around with other dudes and you still with her, it's because your lust for that woman has taken over your life. If there's a married woman and you can't leave her alone, you caught up on her, you can't stop touching her, you caught up, it's because your lust has taken over your being. If you out here tricking off your money, man, out here paying chicks, man, just for sex, it's because your lust is controlling you. You must not let lust control you. It is the one thing that will have you. Look at all the risk of lust. You could come up with AIDS. You come up knocking some scallywag chick up. You come up with herpes, simplex 1 or 2, whichever one you want to count on. You come up with gonorrhea. A whole bunch of STDs you can come up with. You can come up with a woman that you can't get rid of. You come up with crabs, man. You name it. Lust has no benefit. The only time lust has a benefit is when you have that virgin wife, man. And let me tell you something. You ain't even got to worry about, man, not having lust for her. Trust me. These are the things, man, just a few of the things that represent understanding the game of life. And I, as you, am doing everything in my power to understand the games of life, man. David Tyler, what's good, brother? I must live by the principles that help me navigate the game of life. And I must avoid all of those things that make my odds of winning this game lessen to the point where the odds are stacked against me. If you're in any situation in life where the odds are stacked against you, you better eliminate yourself from that situation, man. Eradicate yourself. Extract yourself. Or eradicate that. Extract yourself from that situation. Eradicate that situation. Destroy that situation. Leave that situation alone, whatever you want to call it. But you owe it to yourself to do what's best for you. Appreciate everybody coming through, man. Ajamu Bay says, I have two virgins who are pursuing me now. One is 23, the other is 26. I feel blissful. I know you do, brother. I damn near feel blissful myself. Just say that. Makes me happy. Nappy Assassin, great point. Most men confuse love with lust. And then even a greater portion of men allow lust to turn into love. If you lust after a woman, man, keep hitting on her long enough. You know what I'm saying? Keep mixing bodies with her long enough. Before you know it, man, you'll be caught up. You know you love a woman, man, when you don't want her to be with nobody else. You want to know how you love a woman? When you don't want her to be with nobody else. That's where love starts. You think that it takes a whole lot of things to... Once you don't want a woman to be with nobody else, you love her. All right, let me get this PayPal link in here for the homie. All right, there you go, man. PayPal link right there. So, now she want to show up, man, and start working. So, man, let's keep these things in mind, brothers. This is the life that we want to live, man. This is the life we need to live. These are things that we need to do. And there are more. There are more. You know what I'm saying? This list could have gone at least 25. It could have gone 25 at least. But I don't want to keep you guys here too long, man. I know it's Sunday, man. You might want to watch some games. You might be chilling with your family, or you might be doing whatever, man. And I ain't want to hold you on here too long. So I appreciate everyone, man. And I do have I think I'm gonna put I'll put a premiere up tonight, man. I don't know. This is my second piece of content today, man. And I want to go and see what you guys are talking about, man, on that Steph Curry joint. But I may put another piece of content up there, man. Just be looking out for it, man. You know what I'm saying? If you haven't clicked the bell and subscribe, man, go ahead and click that bell and subscribe so you can get alerts, man, whenever I upload some more of this real shit. You understand? So I appreciate everybody coming through, man. Yeah, John Bones. Yeah, Jones is back to fight, ain't it, man? Bones Jones is back, man. I hope he keep it clean this time, man. Mayor Selah, what's good, brother? Good to see you in the building, man. You know, it is the reality of life is this, brothers. And this is the reality of it. We have to understand this. Everything that we think, let me tell you, man, there are 3 obstacles to manhood. To me, the 3 biggest obstacles to manhood are haters, hoes, and hell raising. Now we'll talk about those before we get out of here, man. Haters, we already know what they are. Like I told you, man, there's a cat, man, they been hating on me for months. I ain't even know it. Somebody pointed that out to me. I went and listened to his content, man. That dude been hating on me for months. Did a live stream just a couple days ago, man. Say BoA is a bitch, BoA is this, BoA is a beta male, BoA is all that. He calling my name on the joint. But ask me, am I gonna respond to it, man? No, I ain't gonna respond to it, man. That don't move me. Nothing a beta male says moves me, man. If you hear me respond to a beta male, it's because he has there's something he has that could benefit my process. If he ain't on a level to benefit me, I'm not responding. And on this platform, the only way you can benefit me is if you got way more subscribers, you get way more views. You can't benefit me in no other way. So I don't see any benefit in me responding to a cat that is not at least on my level or above my level when it comes to, subscribers, viewers, support, all of that. I'm not going to respond. I won't validate you in that way. So I'm just chilling. But I will tell you, man, that this cat he's as white folks say, man, he's got a hard on for BoA, man. I think he loves me, man. I think the cat is a swisher, man. He's got to. Like, why are you spending all your content talking about me, man? Like every week, every day, every time you come on, you talking about me, homie. I don't know what to think about that, man. I really don't know. I feel I don't know, man. I don't know how to feel about that. Like, man, it's not a batty boy thing going on now, man. You know what I'm saying? Nothing to play with no batty boy. I don't want no batty boy around me, Stay away from me, batty boy. No batty boy thing go around here, Me take one. What you gonna do? You say one? Take one, what you gonna do? Take one, tell you one thing. No batty boy thing around here, rude boy. Not take that. What you think about? Dr. BoA no take that thing around here, man. What you think? Leave me be, Take one. Man, not take that thing from you, batty boy. I don't play that batty boy thing, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't mess with that. Don't be loving on me, man, on live on YouTube, telling everybody how much you love me, then try to disguise it as hate, man. What's wrong with you? You don't even know me like that, so you can't hate me, man. You got to love me, man. You want to do a live show with me or something, man? Is that what it is? Is that what you mad about, man? Come on, just hit me up. Oh, you can't hit me up. I blocked your ass. My bad. You should have hit me up before you did that, man. You should have hit me up and said, look, Mr. BoA. Oh, my bad. Dr. BoA. Let's talk, man. I think you're doing a wonderful job over there, man. As I already did the video and told you that, I think you're great, man. Like you're one of my favorite channels. You're one of the channels I support. You know that video I did. You came through, man, and said appreciate it. But now, man, I need your help. I need you to help me, man. Bring me on the show. You brought China White on there. She's a female. Why you brought her on there? You should bring me on there. Put me on the show, man. That's all you had to do, brother. But you didn't want to do that. You don't want to do that. And that's why. That's why. I will not respond, brother. I will not respond. If I respond, you get the glory. Because I can't get nothing from you by responding. Nothing. So, man, I look at it and I say, hey, man, what am I supposed to do out here, man? I'm just trying to do the will of the Most High, man. I'm just trying to do the will of my Father, man. What do I do to keep these cat man from hating on me, man? Why they wanna play a hate on me? Why they wanna play a hate on me? Why they wanna hate on me, man? I don't know. I guess I'm doing something right, man. I ain't gonna call no names, Will. I ain't gonna call no names, man. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't. So, I just think it's funny, man. I think it's real funny. NYC Evolved 88, I appreciate that, brother. So, I just want to share that with y'all, man. I thought it was pretty funny, man. You know what I'm saying? It was pretty funny. I was really, really entertained by it, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I know it's based on nothing. So, homie said at 3:01 Hollywood Hawkins spitting that game, man. At 3:01? 3 minutes? So, hey, man, I appreciate everybody coming through, man. Real talk. Real talk, man. It's been real in here, man. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate all the super chats, man. I appreciate everybody, with the support, man. I appreciate it. Matter of fact, let me go over here now. Before I get out of here, man, let me get my joint, man, so I can look at the... Let me see if I can look at the Patreon joints, man. I'm at the PayPal joint right quick, man. I want to send a shout out to the homies who did the PayPal joint, man. So I'm gonna be honest with you, man. These cats be around here, man, talking about, I ain't doing no super chat. I don't need your money. I ain't doing no super chat. Hey, man, I appreciate the support, homies. I appreciate it. Real talk. I can't even tell you I don't, man. Khalid Hassan, man, I appreciate the PayPal donation, man. It's been getting real in here, man. Let me see. Emmanuel Ozone, I appreciate the super chat, man. I meant the PayPal donation. So, we living our best lives, man. Jamal Lingham, I appreciate the PayPal donation. PayPal, again, like Ken Wood, that's Ken Wood. Ken Woodrich, I appreciate Woodrich. I appreciate the PayPal donation, man. It's been real out here, man. It's been getting real in the field. So let's get on out of here, man. Y'all enjoy the rest of your day, man. I'll throw some content up probably later on, man. If not, I'll be on tomorrow, man, for the show. And I don't know if I may do a Christmas show, man. We'll have to see. If I don't do a Christmas show, man, I know for a fact, man, I'll be doing a full fledged show on New Year's Eve, man. New Year's Eve, man, we'll be going hard, man. You know what I'm saying? I say, I'll be on here, man. I know y'all might want to go out and party or do whatever, man, but I'll be on here, man, to bring in the new year. So I bring in the new year, man. We'll go ahead and do a countdown, man. Bring in New Year, man, and we'll all toast, man, and take a sip. So that's what my plan is for New Year's Eve, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna tell you it's gonna be no marathon and then I may come in at like maybe 9, maybe 10. I may come in maybe 9 or 10 Eastern Standard Time, man. I'll let you know as we get closer to it though. So NYC Evolve, the homie formerly known as Maurice Pierre. I appreciate it, brother. Homie said BoA is going down as the man of the year for 2018. Your name is ringing out here. NYC Love. I appreciate that, brother. Appreciate it. Ed J, no doubt, bro. No doubt. So I'll post tomorrow. I'll be posting in the community tab, man, just to let y'all know, man. And I'll be talking about it when I come on the show, man, and upload content, man. So, a matter of fact, I'm gonna create an ad for it. Once I think about the time, I'm gonna create an ad for it, and I'm just gonna run the ad on every video from moving forward, man. Man, salute to the homie in my city. Homie birthday was yesterday, man. And by the same token, man, on that New Year's Day, we bring in that New Year, man. That'll be China White's birthday, man. I think. I don't know. I might got it wrong. Is he on the first or the fourth, man? I don't know, man. I'm bad with birthdays, man. I don't know. I don't know where the hell it is. Is he the first or the fourth, man? I don't know for real. Blessed born day, my city. You know what I'm saying? I be missing my own birthday, man. Yeah, 1/4. I thought it was the fourth. Yeah. So, I be really having to think, man. My mom be hitting me up saying, "Happy birthday, son." I be like, "Man, it ain't my birthday." She be like, "Yes, it is." I said, "Man, it ain't my birthday. How you gonna tell me it's my birthday, man? I know what it is." She said, "It's the day, not such and such." I be like, "Yeah." She said, "But that's your birthday, ain't it?" I be like, "Yeah, it is. My bad." And that's real talk, man. I just don't, man, listen, be honest with you, bro. I don't celebrate birthdays and Christmas and all that shit, man. I don't celebrate none of that. You know what I'm saying? I don't celebrate. I don't think about it. So, and it'd be like every year, man. My mom, now she hit me up, man, like 2 or 3 days before. "Hey, you got a birthday coming up, don't it?" I'm like, "Nah, it's coming up probably next month." She's like, "No, boy." I'm like, "Mom, you don't know nothing." She's like, "Boy, are you crazy? You don't know when your birthday is." I'm like, "I mean, yeah, it's such and such." "Well, what the hell is this month?" I'm like, "Oh, my bad. You're right, Mom. My bad." And I'm saying, I don't keep up with it, man. My son be hitting me up too, man. Like, "Dad," he's like, "Happy birthday, Dad." I be like, "Man, boy, that ain't my birthday." I said, "Dad, I thought you told me your birthday was such and such." I'm like, "It is." He said, "Well, my mom said that's the day." I said, "Let me look at my calendar." "Oh yeah, it is. My bad, son. I'm gonna come get you so we can go fishing." You know what I'm saying? Yo, I'm telling you, bro, I don't keep up with that, man. Like, I keep up with the days that I had to train my clients, but the dates of the month, I don't really care because I got them on a schedule. I know after these many sessions, it's time for them to pay me. I don't know nothing else. So I just count the days. How many Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays have we been training? So, I gotta do better, man. You know what I'm saying? I keep up with my planner, man, on days like when I have something planned. I just open and look at the next day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even pay attention to the dates no more. Like, in the little calendar squares, I don't even mark that in the calendar squares, man. I don't know. I don't even know what the calendar squares mean. They're too small. I don't like to write small. So I write it in the actual pages of the planner, man. And I be like, man, once a day is gone, man, I'm done. So Anyway, man, last time I had a calendar, man, it was May. That boy was still on January. So I like that calendar shit ain't gonna work for me. I ain't flipping no page on no calendar, man. I ain't got time for that. So anyway, man, I appreciate everybody coming through, man. It's been real, man. Appreciate all the super chats, all the support, man. Avoid the haters, avoid the fakers, avoid the betas. And as always, alphas up, betas down. Homies. Peace.